Welcome back to Silent Sunday Nights here on TCM. I'm your host, Jacqueline Stewart, coming to you from Ida Noyes Hall at the University of Chicago. Filmmaker Cecil B. DeMille was known for making epics, dramas of grandeur and spectacle, with hundreds of extras, elaborate sets, lavish costumes, and many historical in nature or set in biblical times. But over the course of his career, he sometimes made films with more intimate stories, done on a smaller scale. These films often reflected the attitudes of the day. Up next, we have an example. From 1921, it's The Affairs of Anatol. This film has something else DeMille was famous for: plenty of morality and sex. It's based on a work by Austrian playwright Arthur Schnitzler. Wallace Reed plays the title role, an upper-crust Casanova-like man who doesn't let his marriage interfere with his pursuit of women. But this is not a Victorian-era tale. Here, the women are equally flirtatious and sexually empowered. Gloria Swanson plays his wife, with Bebe Daniels, Wanda Hawley, and Agnes Ayres among those he woos. The sensationalistic aspect of the film almost ensured it would be a box office hit, which, like most DeMille films, it was. This marked the sixth and final time Gloria Swanson starred in a Cecil B. DeMille film. When the project was being developed, the director told her she could take any role she liked. After much discussion, they agreed she should play the role of the wife, even if perhaps it wasn't the juiciest part. The simple reason? Because it meant Swanson would appear throughout the film. Interestingly, the wife character was not a part of Schnitzler's original story. The screenplay was adapted by a mostly female team of writers, headed by Jeannie McPherson, with much input by DeMille himself. They felt the addition of the wife made the story more interesting. Let's have a look. From 1921, here's The Affairs of Anatol. That was the great Gloria Swanson playing Vivian in The Affairs of Anatol. It was the last of 6 films she made with director Cecil B. DeMille. It was also the last time DeMille worked with the leading man of the film, Wallace Reed, who was also a frequent collaborator. They worked together on at least a half dozen films. With his tall stature and matinee idol good looks, Wallace Reed became a huge star in the silent era. But in 1919, 2 years before The Affairs of Anatol was released, Reed suffered an injury to his back when he was in a train wreck. He was prescribed morphine for the constant debilitating pain, and unfortunately, he quickly became addicted. Reed continued to work, but he soon turned to alcohol as well, and his career was sidelined. In 1922, he was admitted to a sanitarium in the hopes of curbing his addiction. But sadly, in early 1923, Wallace Reed died at just 31 years old. His widow was actress Dorothy Davenport. And although his career was cut short, his legacy lives on here on Silent Sunday Nights. Up next, Alicia Malone will be here to introduce this week's TCM Imports. I'll be back next week with another silent film. I'm Jacqueline Stewart. Thanks for watching.
Next on TCM, Until the End of the World, then good news, and later, it's always fair weather. It's sunny with a chance of classics on TCM today.